I'm a real estate agent. I sell real estate and I teach people how to do stuff on the interwebs, especially in the area of kvCore. And what we're going to do today, I'm just going to talk about kvCore squeeze pages and posting on Facebook using the new Facebook page experience, which I have decided I have to now embrace because the new Facebook page experience has been forced on all of us. I think for the most part, if you have not been updated, if your Facebook business page has not been updated to the new page experience, it will be. We're just going to kind of do a training on a squeeze page training and talk about squeeze pages, especially single property ones. And then we're going to be posting it on Facebook and boosting it. So what you need to know about squeeze pages. So you have to build them. They don't build themselves. Okay. So a lot of questions I get about kvCore is like, hey, am I going to start just getting leads now? Because I got this kvCore thing just magically. Nope. You got to build squeeze pages and you got to post them out there on the interwebs. Okay. I also heard people say, oh, I'm going to replace, I'm going to stop using Zillow and I'm going to use kvCore. Okay. You really need to be focused on working with kvCore to lead generate in order for that to be successful. Zillow leads are different than what you're going to get on kvCore by promoting stuff on Facebook. So kvCore is your hub where all your leads, whether you're getting them from Zillow or from realtor.com, or they're organic leads that you're getting from a strong online presence, or you're doing good search engine optimization on your blogs or YouTube channel, so you're just organically getting leads, or you're paying for leads in some other kind of way. These leads are going to come into kvCore, your CRM, where you're going to be able to start nurturing these leads. So that's what kvCore is. It is a lead generation platform, but it's not a lead source. Okay, so make sure you understand that. So again, you have to post them. They're not going to post themselves. They're not going to promote themselves. You have to create the squeeze pages and then post them out there on the interwebs. Okay, a squeeze page gives kvCore specific instructions about what to do with that lead. So how to categorize the lead, or what campaign to trigger possibly. So that's what a squeeze page can do. It can give kvCore specific instructions about what to do with that lead. A single property squeeze page is truly the most successful on Facebook, I think, as far as the amount of leads you can get. You can share your squeeze page post to Facebook groups. You can also boost your squeeze page yourself. And you're going to want to do this on a regular basis to get a regular stream of leads in. And you're going to want to save your squeeze pages. They're kind of saved in kvCore, but not really. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is your back end of kvCore and how it's different than your front end. And the reason I'm doing this is because I know when I do these workshops, I have a lot of newbies that just really don't have an understanding. So if you're already grasping this, great. If you're not, this is for you. So in the back end of my kvCore, I've got this listing section and I can look at all MLS listings. So this is what I can see as the agent who has this kvCore account. So it's almost like looking at you're looking at an MLS feed, directly to you. This is not what consumers see directly. Okay. It's just what you see. So for example, I'll choose this listing and it shows me who the listing agent is, their phone number. It shows me whether this is a pending property or not. If it was pending, like under contract, there was a deal on it, it would show me that it was pending here. Shows me the price, beds and bath. It gives the listing overview. This is the same listing overview, the same listing description that the listing agent provided. You can see some general features about it. There's a gallery. Now, this is telling. When you look at a gallery, you can see these are the first handful of pictures that somebody's going to see when they open up this link. what I hate about this and what I always harp on is when listing agents, or if you're a listing agent, when you guys are as listing agents uploading your listing to the MLS, you're going to want to make sure that the first 5 photos are the most dynamic, interesting photos from that listing. Because different marketing material that's automatically created is going to really grab from those first 5 photos. These first 5 photos are the most boring things I've ever seen. So when I'm uploading a listing, I'm going to probably take, the main front of the house. Perfect, fine. But then I'm going to find other photos that are dynamic and interesting and nice. So what really gives me a good picture. So maybe like this one of the kitchen, or this one of the kitchen shows me a good view of the house. Maybe this one of the living room. Maybe this one of the dining room. Maybe this one of the finished basement, or this one of an office, or this one of a bedroom. That's, or even these aerial photos are nice. So maybe one of these to give you a feeling, or even the hot tub picture. So those are much more fun to put as your first 5 photos, because you want to grab people's attention quickly when you're promoting your listing. And how you upload a listing to the MLS is part of your marketing strategy. Okay. So when it comes to finding listings to promote, that's between you and God. Okay. So what do I mean by that? I don't know what state you live in, and I don't know what your state advertising laws are. So what am I talking about? Well, should you be promoting other agents' listings yourself? Should you be the one promoting them? In Michigan, I know what my state advertising laws are. And according to the Michigan Association of Realtors, I can promote anybody else's listing that I want to, even another brokerage, as long as I mention who the listing brokerage is. That is my only stipulation. By law, I do not need to ask for permission or anything like that. Your state might be different. If you ask your broker might have an opinion about what they think you should do. So for example, I know in Michigan, my state broker's opinion is that I should ask permission. That's a nice opinion. And I love my broker, but I know what my state laws are, and I'm going to abide by the law and kind of stretch the boundaries, which I can because other agents are doing it. So I'm going to do it. Okay. As long as I'm within the law, I'm happy. The other thing I want to talk about listings here in this listing backend is just a couple quick things. You'll see there's a direct link here. Boop, I can click on it and I can look at this link on my website. Now, I am not actually logged in on my website right now. So I'm going to go ahead and just log in. So now I've just registered on my own website as a consumer. And so this is what it looks like. I want to talk about this for a minute because it's important. Depending on your MLS, the way that the listing agent's information is displayed could be different. If you're in California, I'm sorry. Because in California, or the California CRMLS, I don't know what it's called, the listing agent's name and phone number is like big, like a headline right under here. Okay. In Michigan, it's just, quietly listed here. Why is the listing agent's information there? Because the National Association of Realtors has mandated that listing agents info is very present and visible on a listing page. Why? Well, because a lot of agents complained for years that other people were promoting their listings and and they wanted to make sure their information as the listing participant was on the listing. So if you were one of those agents who complained about that, this is what happened. Now, on our own IDXs for our own websites, the listing participants' information will be listed here as well. Okay, and depending on your MLS, it might be displayed in a different way on kvCore. So that is that. If you have a problem with it, issue with it, go talk to your state broker. Go talk to your local board. Go talk to your state board, and that's that. So that's the first thing I want to tell you. The other thing I want to tell you is that this link, going back to showing you what I did, I was here on the back end of kvCore looking at listings. I clicked on direct link. This is a link on my website. Could I take this URL link here and share that on Facebook? Sure can. Will I generate a lead? Maybe. What's different about this link compared to a squeeze page link? Well, by default, your kvCore website has a default force lead generation setting. And that setting is that somebody who comes to your website can look at 2 or 3 to 4 pictures. It's supposed to be 2, but it's sometimes 4 pictures on your website of a property before they are asked to register. So that means somebody could come to this website, look at several pictures, 2 to 3 pictures, maybe 4, look at everything about the listing, and then be done and not have to register on your website and not become a lead. If you want to get leads, you're going to force lead generation a little more than that. And how do you do that? You can do it with a squeeze page. The other thing about just sharing this particular link and getting a lead is, in trying to get a lead, is A, you might not get as many leads. Well, you for sure won't. And second, kvCore doesn't have any directions about what to do with this lead. Now, by default, kvCore knows, okay, somebody looked at this page and they registered on it. And so they looked at a property. That means they're a buyer. And if they've never been on your website before, registered on your website before, they're going to come in as a new buyer lead. And if you have a new buyer lead campaign activated, they will get that campaign by default. And that's fine. But no other directions for kvCore will be provided. What do I mean by that? kvCore doesn't know if you want to categorize this lead in a certain way, like by adding a tag, and it doesn't know if you want a specific campaign triggered. So it's just going to give you the default, which is, again, fine, but I'm just kind of setting that up. So that's why you might want to do a squeeze page to help kvCore get very specific about how it's handling your leads. The other thing I want to tell you about this listing area, if it's your own listing, you're actually going to be able to edit some things about how this listing is displayed on your website. You'll be able to change like the order of pictures. You'll be able to like add to the listing. You'll be able to edit some things, enhance some things about it. And I want to show you that. I have just this one little listing right now that I can show you on how this works. So when you have your one little listing, now this is where you're going to be able to edit it. So I can change the order of my photos. I can even add more photos. Now this doesn't connect directly to my MLS. I'm only getting the information from my MLS. Okay. It's a feed from the MLS. It's not going to push to the MLS. Okay. I just want to make sure that's clear. So whatever I do here, I'm just enhancing what's on my own website. So I can add a virtual tour link, an open house link, a video link. I can enhance the description. I can change around the pictures if it's my own listing. Okay. All right. So there, we talked about that. You'll also see over here more actions. You can boost the property. What does that mean? That means you can pay kvCore like $60 to boost your own listing. I never do this. I've tried it a couple times just to see what it's like, and I don't do it. It's not money I need to personally spend. If you want to spend that money, you go for it. All right. But I'm going to be teaching you how to do it yourself. The other thing you'll see is these other actions. You can post to Craigslist. If you go into the support and training here, you'll look for how to add the Craigslist poster. It's a Chrome extension that you can set up on your Chrome browser so that you can click this post on Craigslist and it'll just automatically do it for you, and then you can publish it. You can also go to Core Present. If you're with eXp Realty, we get Core Present for free. Core Present is kind of like a CMA builder and presentation tool. And you can generate QR codes. You can text this listing to certain groups of people in your CRM. Like maybe you've got people categorized as your sphere and you want to text your sphere, your new listing, or you can email it. So there's some different things you can do here. When it says post to Facebook, post to Twitter, post to Pinterest, just ignore all that for me. Just don't do that. Okay. Why? Because I want you to learn how to create a squeeze page that is going to help you direct those leads to your CRM in the way that you want to. I want you to have control. Now let's talk about actually creating the squeeze page, or creating a squeeze page, a single property squeeze page. First, I'm going to find a listing to promote. So I'm going to go here to listings, all MLS listings, and it'll show me like the most recent ones that have been uploaded first. And I saw one earlier that I want to do this right in my neighborhood. Oh, there it is. Okay. So I want to promote this listing. It's not pending yet. 3 beds, 1 bath. It's kind of right in my neighborhood. You know, the pictures are fine. Again, I mean, I'm not super excited about showing the back of the house and the shed right off the bat, but whatever, it is what it is. So I'm going to take this little MLS ID here, and I am going to build out this squeeze page. And it's not going to take me long, but I'm going to be explaining it in detail. So stick with me here. All right. So I'm going to go to lead engine and build a squeeze page. And I can choose to build a multi-property squeeze page, single property squeeze page, seller squeeze page, or market report. I'm going to build a single property squeeze page. I also want you to notice up here, there's an option for different domains. You'll want to just click on this, especially if you're somebody who has an EXP templated website add-on, or you have a team and you have the core team add-on, or you're using the kvCore WordPress plugin. Just click on here and make sure you're building a squeeze page for the right domain. Okay, just want to mention that. Most of you are just going to have the one domain, and so it's not going to matter. But some of you might, you know, have these different situations where you have another domain connected to your kvCore. So make sure you're working with the right domain that you want to work with, and then you're just going to paste in or type in the address of the listing, and it popped up here, and there it is. Now we're going to kind of identify the source of this lead. In other words, where are we going to post this particular squeeze page? What kind of channel, what kind of social media platform, where are we posting it? The reason we want to do that is so when the lead comes in, we'll be able to easily identify where we got this lead, what source we got it from. So I'm going to say Facebook, and I will just use FB as the nickname for Facebook, and I'll stick to that all the time. Every time I'm talking about that source, I just give it that nickname FB. You can choose whatever you want. You can spell out Facebook if you want to, but whatever you do, just do it all the same all the time. Next is hashtags. What are hashtags? So hashtags are a way for you to categorize this lead so that when the lead comes in, you could search for that hashtag and find all the leads that match that hashtag. So for example, when I post this squeeze page and put it out there on the interwebs and I get a lead from it, maybe I want to find all the leads that I got that looked at this particular property. So one hashtag I could put is 1316 Aberdeen. That is the address, street northeast. So I'm just going to abbreviate the address and give it that hashtag. Now what I'll be able to do when I get some leads from this, I'll go into Smart CRM, search for this hashtag, and I'll be able to find those leads that looked at that property. So why would that be beneficial? Well, maybe I would be able to target people who are interested in properties in that neighborhood. Especially if I were the listing agent, I would know that this is how many leads I got from my listing, and could target those people like, hey, we're back on the market. Hey, we pended. Hey, we're, whatever, we reduced the price. Could start marketing to that group of people. The other way that I might want to categorize this is people who are interested in this part of my city. So maybe I come up with a hashtag that categorizes that lead who might be interested in this part or of the city. So I'm going to type in Northeast Northeast Grand Rapids. That's what I'm going to use for a tag. So when I get a lead that's interested in this property, that means this is somebody who might be interested in this particular part of the city. So if I have future listings or know of future listings, or maybe there's an event happening in Northeast GR, I can target those people that are interested in that area in a more specific way, because I can find them. I can find all the leads who have Northeast GR attached to them if I want to market to them in a certain way. The other thing I can do is I could use a hashtag to trigger a custom campaign I have. Now, you might not have a custom campaign, and that's fine. Maybe you just have a regular default buyer campaign that's active and running, so that when you get a new buyer lead, somebody who looked at a property on your website, they will just get the new buyer campaign, and that's perfectly okay. But maybe you have a custom campaign that you want to trigger in response to any lead that clicked on this link to look at this property. And I have one. It's my Facebook buyer campaign. And I use this hashtag Facebook buyer. So when somebody clicks on this link, kvCore will see that hashtag and say, oh, I'm going to trigger the custom campaign. Okay. And it's just a campaign that just mentions like, hey, you checked out a property on Facebook. Just kind of gets that lead a little more familiar with you quicker, because like, oh yeah, I did click on a link on Facebook. I did do that. Okay. Next, choosing property views allowed before registration. I don't know why agents want to leave it on the default and let people look at as many pictures as they want to and stuff. It's just like, do you want a lead or not? Like, you're not running a charity up in here. Okay. So get a lead immediate. All right. Immediate. You want a lead. So just do that. If you want to get leads, make it immediate. And then you're going to generate the link. Now you'll notice you have a long link and a short link here. Marina, maybe it's my fault or consumers in my area are very cautious, but many people on Facebook click my squeeze page, but do not want to register. Yeah. I mean, it's true. Many people don't want to register. You know what that means? It means they're not really interested. So who do you want? You want the interested people. Okay. You want to work with motivated people. Motivated people provide their information or are more likely to. Okay. So don't worry about it. You got a long link and a short link, and I'm going to open a new tab in the URL window here. And I am going to just put in the short link to look at it. I'm going to hit enter, and you will notice at the top here, it automatically converted to the long link, which is the same long link that's listed here. So I'm just testing it, and I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at what the squeeze page says, and it tells a story. Consider it like code. It's code we have built to tell kvCore what to do. So this is the link I'm going to be sharing, and it tells me the story that this is the domain that the squeeze page is built on. This is the MLS ID we're promoting. The source we're identifying is Facebook. The hashtags that we're adding are these three: 1316 Aberdeen Street Northeast. Northeast GR is another tag. Another way we're categorizing the lead, and Facebook buyer is another way we're categorizing the lead. And that particular hashtag for the way my system is set up is it will trigger a custom campaign called my Facebook buyer campaign. And the timing is 1. Okay, meaning immediate. So this is the link I'm going to share. So now I'm going to just copy this link. Now I'm going to go to Facebook. I do have the new Facebook page experience. Right now, I'll just kind of start from the beginning here. When I'm on my own Facebook profile, okay, over here to the left, I can see my shortcuts, or I can look at the pages that I am an admin for. And this is the page I want to use right now, the Sylvia Dana Realtor one. Okay. Now this is the new page experience. To actually start managing this page, I got to switch now. So if you don't have the new page experience, yours is going to work a little different. But let me tell you, if you don't have it, Facebook will force it soon enough. All right. So now over here on the left-hand side, this is where we're going to be looking. This is where we're going to create our post and boost our post. So we're going to go over here to where it says professional dashboard. If you don't have the all new page experience yet, you might see where it says publishing tools. And you can basically do the same thing I'm showing you in just right within publishing tools if you don't have the new page experience yet. But most of you probably have the new Facebook page experience now, and you'll see where it says professional dashboard. You'll click on that. And then you'll go down and you will find the Meta Business Suite. Okay. So find the Meta Business Suite. And it looks something like this. And it says create a post. Now you'll notice I've got my Instagram also connected to this Facebook business page. What we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and create this post right now. So I'm going to click create post. And it's welcoming to the new post creation experience. And I'm going to say get started. Okay, so I'm just going to put some gobbledygook here, and then I'm going to paste my link that I just created. I'm going to wait for the preview of my post to start. And there it goes. Okay, finally. All right, so there it is. I can also go up here and click that. I just want to show this on Facebook only. Why don't I want it to be on Instagram? Because Instagram doesn't like links. It doesn't use links. You can't just put links on your posts directly on your Instagram descriptions. So there's just no need to put it there. So I'm not going to. And then I am going to start typing some stuff. Now you'll notice this part where I could add a photo of if I add a photo, then it will delete the preview. Okay. I could add a video. It's going to delete the preview. And also this is cool. I'm thinking about teaching this next time. You can use a Vimeo template. So if you have Vimeo, you can, it will help you create your own little Facebook ad videos. So I don't have time for that today, but we're just going to do the basics today. All right. All right. So I just pasted this link. We're not going to keep this link that way, but we're just going to keep it there for now. And now I'm going to create the post. So what can I say about this? I'll start with just listed. So, and then you want to use emojis because people are attracted. You don't want to like overdo it with emojis, but people are attracted to them. So I'm going to do this little house guy and maybe a little explosion, like woohoo. Okay, just listed in Northeast Grand Rapids. Just listed, 3-bed, 2-bath home, priced at $225K. So there, I did that much. I just wrote a couple little things. Now I'm going to add more information as a checklist. And just to make my life easier, I'm just going to copy and paste this, but I'm not going to like copy what this guy's saying word for word. I'm just going to use it for my own information as I'm building this little post. So I'm trying to build something that will attract people. I like to use these little green check marks. So I'm going to do that. Ranch style home near Huff Park, 264 feet backyard. Huff Park is really nice. I live right next to Huff Park and we have so much deer and wildlife just hanging out. It's pretty cool. Updated windows, vinyl siding, oak hardwood floors, ready to refinish under the carpets. So let's say that's what I want to put. Now I can get rid of this gobbledygook link. I don't need to have that in there. Once it's previewed, I'm good. And now I can say something like this. Follow the link to learn more and contact me for a private showing, ! And then I can do like cute little a heart and a hello hand. I'm waving. Okay. And then to follow my state guidelines for compliance, I got to say who's the listing broker. So it's Reed's Realty. Reed's Realty. So listed, provided by Reed's Realty. I'm happy and I'm looking at it. Everything else looks good. And I can publish this now. I can schedule it for later. I can save it as a draft. I'm going to publish it now. So all I've done so far is just post this on my Facebook business page. I haven't done anything else. From here, I could go to my post. I could share it to my personal profile. I could share it to groups maybe I'm a part of, and that kind of thing. But now I can boost it. And I have an ad rejected here that I got to figure out. I don't usually get ads rejected, but oh well, I'll figure that out. I'll go back to that. So from here, what you can do, you go, but you're still in Meta Business Suites. I can go to post and stories. Okay. And here's my new post, and I can boost the post from here. Now, how do you want to do this? The first thing you want to notice is the goal. It'll say automatic, let Facebook select the most relevant goal. I don't like that. I know what I want, and I want to get more website visitors. I want people to click on the link I'm providing. So I know what my goal is. Next, it says get more messages. I don't want to get messages. I want people to click on the link to learn more. I don't want messages to my Facebook. Special ad category. I got to choose housing is my ad category. Next, audience. I can adjust some things about this. I can't adjust like income levels or male, female, or age, but I can do locations. So I'm going to get rid of United States here, and I'm just going to do Grand Rapids, Michigan. And I can do other cities too. Like if I want to promote this property to people in Chicago, I could do that. I could add that as well. If I wanted to promote it to people in, China, I could. All right. So, but I'm just going to stick to this for now. And then I've got targeting that I can add. And the targeting that I like to choose is home improvement, Zillow, and house hunting. Okay. And then once I'm all done with that, now I am going to save that audience, schedule, and duration. Now you can just do this if you're just kind of trying this, you might just do this for like 2 days, for $10 to start. It's probably going to tell me, hey, add $5 more because it wants more money, but I'm just going to do this for 2 days for $10. And then it'll show about, do you want placements, placements on Facebook, Messenger, and Instagram? I just want Facebook. I don't want Messenger and Instagram. The Meta Pixel. If you have a Facebook pixel that you've built on your ad account for Facebook, you can create a Facebook pixel for a specific website. And so if you've done that and added it to your kvCore, then you can add this. I mean, I have one. I'll put it there, but it's not active. It's not an active pixel. Like it keeps breaking, but it doesn't matter. I don't even care. Anyway, long story short, I've heard a couple people saying since this new page experience happened that if they didn't have a meta pixel, their ad wouldn't work. So I'm just going to leave mine on and see what happens, even though it's inactive, and see if that helps. But anyway, you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to have it on. Okay, Facebook shouldn't be requiring you to have a Facebook pixel installed, but you can try it without and try it with one and see what happens. It's connected to my account. So up here, it shows me what ad account do I want to use. I want to use this ad account. I have 3 different ad accounts, one for my personal and one for 2 different business pages. Okay, or page groups, I should say. And now I'm going to boost. And then it will come back and tell me if I got rejected and what I need to do to fix it, if that happens. Now, again, I usually never have ads rejected, but because I did earlier, it makes me think I'm going to have to mess with it, which I will. I'll mess with it if that happens. And finally, I want to talk about saving your squeeze pages. What I want to talk about here is if I take this little short link and make a copy of it to save it, I can put it somewhere, which is nice. If I click on history, I will be able to see the squeeze pages that I've created previously. What's weird is by default, it shows you like from when they did this update in kvCore, like and last year is when they started allowing you to save squeeze pages. So it shows you from like a year ago. So by default, it's like that. So if I want to see what the most recent one is, I have to click this little date thing, and then it's going to show me the most recent that I just created. And I can view it, but I can't see like easily what hashtag I'm using, and I can't see more details about it like quickly. So yeah, I can view it. And then when I view it, it's going to show me the squeeze page up here and tell me all about it. But what if you wanted to look at it a lot easier? You wanted a nice reference for it. Well, that's where my lead gen template comes in. I'll make sure you guys all have this. Because it has some more information on it. And so let's say you get this template and you make your own copy so you can start editing in it. I want to show this to you really quick. So I'm going to take, I will give this to you, so don't worry. I'm going to go File, Make a Copy, and now I'm going to just call it my copy, Sylvia's copy of this. Okay. Now I'm going to make a copy of it. So now that I made a copy of this template, now I can edit it the way I want to, and it's mine. All right, and I can refer back to it, save it. So let's say I want to save my squeeze page link and I want to document it, so I can just easily refer to it for whatever reason. Maybe it's the type of squeeze page I want to use over and over again for some reason. So today I made that squeeze page today. It's a single property squeeze page. I'm going to take that short link, by the way, and put it right here just to save it. So there it is. And then I'm going to put what the source is, Facebook. I'm going to put in the hashtags that I used. And I'm going to put them all in here like so. So it was, what was it? 1316 Aberdeen, 1316, oops, Aberdeen Street Northeast, and Facebook buyer, and Northeast GR. These were the hashtags I added. And why does that matter? Well, because if maybe I forgot what I did, and I can go back and I want to find these leads in my CRM. So now I can go back and look for one of these hashtags so that I can identify them in my CRM. And I'll show you what I mean in a minute. The other thing I'll do here is just put the address 1316 Aberdeen Street Northeast. I could also put the MLS ID or any kind of way I wanted to describe this if I want to. And then I'm going to be posting this on Facebook. That's what this squeeze page is. And now I've got a good reference of it. Once you make a copy of this for yourself, I've got a free training here. It's called Xanadu. You're going to get it free for 7 days. You're going to get how to create post and boost squeeze pages. It's a lead gen workshop. It's part 1, just showing you how to create every squeeze page you can. And you'll once you register for this or opt in for this, you'll have it for free for 7 days. So make sure when you do it when you know that you're going to sit down and watch it. It's probably like 2 hours worth of training, or actually, no, that's probably an hour worth of training right there. So like if you're ready to sit down for an hour and look at this training, then go ahead and click that and get that for free. If you're not already part of my programs, if you're part of my programs, you probably have the whole entire series already. I've got another video here, 5 tactics for generating leads today on kvCore. If you want to learn how to be getting access to everything, you can join my coaching program. There's a video here about how to get more seller leads and work with seller leads. And you can get my kvCore strategy calendar here. You can get my 0 to 60 leads training here. So there's a lot of training inside here that kind of teaches you how to use this template or how to start generating leads. Now this template has some kind of placeholders. So if you want to start creating your own single property squeeze pages, multi-property squeeze pages, like how to create an open house list. Somebody asked that, like, how do I do a list of properties? If you get this Xanadu training here, I tell you how to create multi-property squeeze pages. So anyway, check that out. But the other thing I want to talk about really quick is what I was talking about when it comes to searching for hashtags. So I'm going to go to my Smart CRM. Let's say I want to search a certain hashtag. Let me find one. Like, let's say I want to search for anybody who has the Facebook buyer hashtag. I am going to look for my hashtags over here, and I'm just going to type in Facebook buyer. There it is. And now I'm going to apply the filter. So now anybody that has that hashtag on it has been categorized by that hashtag, and I'll be able to find all of those people. Here's one. This was my listing that I promoted. So let's say I want to find all the people that were interested in my listing. I'll do that one next. Now apply filters. So when I promoted this listing, I got a good amount of leads. I got 37 leads when I did this, and I think I only spent like $25 to get 37 leads, by the way, when I promoted my own listing. So now I can target these people. Like, this listing is a piece of land that hasn't sold yet. I'm trying to talk the seller into dropping the price, or possibly expiring the listing and relisting it at a new price. And so now I've got these people. Now I can retarget these people, like, hey, you looked at this property and guess what? Reduce the price or something, or whatever I want to say about it. I can target those people now. All right, I want to show you the results of the ad that I demonstrated. It was 24 hours ago when I demonstrated putting together this ad on my Facebook business page using the new page experience. And if you remember, all I did was create a squeeze page, post it directly on my Facebook business page using the new page experience, and then I boosted it. I did not create a Facebook lead form. I did not do anything fancy like that. I did something fairly simple. I'm going to go to the ad center here, and you're going to see I've got kind of a summary, my post engagement, my reach, how many people are clicking on my links. And let's look at this ad that I put together. So far I've reached 160 people. I've had 133 link clicks, and I've spent about half of my $10 budget. This, again, is a 2-day ad that I am boosting this particular squeeze page for 2 full days. And I had a budget of up to $10. So if I click on it just to edit it, just to look at it, I can click on edit here, and it shows me, my ad category, my audience, my interests that I've added here. I added the interests of home improvement, Zillow, house hunting. It's in Grand Rapids, a 15-mile radius outside that little pinpoint. And that's it, up to $10. And notice here, I did turn on my conversion pixel. What is this? This is the Facebook pixel that I created in my ad account and added here. It's not even active, but I turned it on just to show you. So it's not really, it's not necessary. I'm not going to change anything about this ad, but I just wanted to show you what's happening so far. And to review, it's weird because when you click on the back button, it doesn't work, FYI. It just wants me to save changes. So I'll save changes, but I'm kind of afraid if I click on save changes, I thought maybe it would turn off my ad and get like re-reviewed. The bad thing about just clicking save changes is now the ad is in review again. So you don't want to do it that way. What I could have done is just go back. So now I'll show you another example. If you remember, there was one ad I was looking at that I had posted right before the training that it got rejected. And I was like, my ads never get rejected. What happened? So I did fix it, and it is now active. I just did that this morning. I've got 139 people so far, 3 link clicks, and I've spent 46 cents. But let's look at this one. I had some other weird things about this one. Like, I must have not quite finished it. I must have been in a hurry when I did it because some things didn't take about the ad. That's why it got rejected. The thing that got rejected is when I did the special ad category of housing, it didn't take. The other thing that I noticed about this ad is I don't have my interests added. I don't have housing. I don't have I don't have the interest added that I usually add. Zillow, house hunting and home improvement aren't added to this particular ad. So, it's not going to get as good of results. The other thing I noticed is my link preview, my link is actually still there that I didn't delete. So I must have been in a hurry when I did this. So I kind of do want to edit this, and I will. Notice I don't have a metapixel app on, so it's not required. The ad is running, it's working. Now, let's say I just wanted to look at this ad and I didn't want to change anything about it. I wouldn't click save changes. I would just hit the actual, I couldn't even hit the back button. I have to actually hit the Facebook icon and like start over. But I do want to edit some things about that ad. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to go to Ad Center, and I'm going to click on edit the ad. And I've got the special ad category. I'm going to go and fix the interests. Oh gosh, the other bad thing about this ad that I just realized is it's like somehow when I set this up, it just didn't take, like, everything I set up, it didn't apply. So I'm really needing to edit this. So I'm going to choose my locations. The location didn't work. All right. If I wanted to have a bigger area outside Grand Rapids, I could go up to 50 miles outside, but I'll just go about 30. And I want to put in home improvement as one of my interests I like. Zillow is another interest I like, and house hunting is another one interest that I like. And I'm going to save that audience. So housing, okay, who should see your ad? I don't need the pixel. I'm not going to worry about it. And I'm going to save the changes. Now this ad's back in review. Let's see what's going on here. I'm going to go to Ad Center, and both of these are now in review. The reason this first one is in review is because when I wanted to show you how the ad was set up and I clicked on edit ad, when I clicked on edit ad, I didn't change anything, but instead of just kind of getting out of that and starting over again, I clicked on save changes. So it's now in review. This ad I actually did want to change and it is in review. Now let's look at what happened with this ad as far as how many leads came in, because look at again, I reached 861 people so far, 134 link clicks. So you can see there's already been some action since I've been talking. I've spent about half of my budget, but let's look at what's happening in my kvCore. So let's go to my smart CRM. You can see some of my most recent leads have a hashtag that we actually created when I created the squeeze page that I demonstrated for you before I posted it. And you'll see the hashtag is 1316 Aberdeen. Now, if I was looking for this and couldn't remember where I got it, remember we created that tracker. We created that tracker and I named it Sylvia's copy of kvCore lead gen template. And I added it here for my reference so I can refer back to what hashtags I used and what the squeeze page actually was, so that now I can find it if I forgot. Okay. Or if I'm having like a VA or an assistant kind of track my progress, they can look back and see what I did. Or if they did it for me, I can go back and see what they did. So anyway, I'm going to take this hashtag and I'm going to click on filters here, go to contact details, and I'm going to look for all the contacts that have this hashtag. There it is. Click the button and apply the filters. So far, after 24 hours, I do have 10 leads. Some of them might have come from just the post itself. Some of them probably likely came because I boosted the post. I've got 24 hours more to go with this ad, so we'll see how I do. You can look at what's happening. You'll notice that I got mostly leads with just emails. I only got one with a phone number. That's fine. Now I have their email. I can keep reaching out to them. Let's look at this one at the top. This is the property they looked at. This is the campaign that is active. That's my custom campaign, Facebook buyer. The reason that triggered instead of the regular new buyer campaign is because I used my hashtag Facebook buyer, which is going to trigger my own custom campaign. I also have this tag Northeast GR. So in case like maybe I'll have a new listing in Northeast Grand Rapids, or I'll know of another listing I want to promote and target to these people and market to these people, then I can. I can see that the lead has been validated, and because it's been validated, it was able to put together what the person's name is based on the validation of the email. I can also see their Twitter profile. And then I can see what's been sent out to them. Now, she's not opened this email yet. It was sent out this morning. And if you open it up, you'll see I have a video message there. How am I doing this? I'm doing this with the Core Video Premium add-on you can get with kvCore. It's a bomb integration. Now, this is $30 a month, but if you didn't want to pay, you could do something similar by creating a YouTube or Vimeo video and make it unlisted, so it's not searchable on the internet, but whoever has the link can see it. And you could put it in your email campaign in the same way I've done here. What's great about the bomb integration, it gives you this little jiffy, so when people open the email, they can see the movement and they'll be maybe more likely to look at it.